Oh, da 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 da. It is Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Time for the Ask Me Anything with Dr. Theresa. Get your marketing questions answered so that you can accelerate your sales and accelerate the growth of your business. Today we've got some great questions. My staff have prepared these for us. We've got things like, what is the best way to come up with a headline? And this is from Lisa. Lisa, thank you for the question. The best way to come up with a headline? You know what? Now, depending if you're writing an email or a landing page, or even a post, be thinking about what will trigger their curiosity. You can have a headline that is curiosity, like, imagine if blank, 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 blank. You could have the beginning of the story. Now, growing up as a little girl, I had a favorite story. You might know that same story too. I bet a lot of women knew the story because as a little girl, they heard it. And how did that story start? Once upon a time. That could be your subject line. Start the story in the headline. You could have a headline that is a how-to headline. How to do X without Y. Without Y is the pain they're experiencing. You could have a headline that focuses on the number of ways you can blankety blank. And that is the solution you're offering that goes into the blankety blank. So let's say 7 ways to not go crazy in your house working at home without without yelling at your family. That's a really long headline. I wouldn't suggest using it. It is a start. When you write your headline, play with it. Where can you put in an adjective to more fully express the idea that you're communicating? Is there a better pain point you can use? Is the name of your solution using anything like an alliteration? An alliteration are words that begin with the same consonant or the same vowel. You can have a headline that is a one-word onomatopoeia. Now, an onomatopoeia is the kind of word that immediately elicits a visual or a visceral feeling. Like bam. Remember the big bams they used to put in the cartoon comics when they're having a fight? So you're immediately going to visualize the hit, but you're also going to feel the hit. Bam. Hits the point home. Now, the last way I would suggest using a headline is to reference how some expert is doing this. You could say, now I'd be careful in using any experts' names, because if you want to use, let's say, an influencer, don't use their name unless you really have permission to do that, or it's real general. Like, I couldn't say the Queen of England's preferred way to have tea without her permission. I couldn't say the president's way, the president's expert advice on X. Got to be careful with that. So you could reference, like, if you do know and it's already public knowledge, the way to, let me see, take, for example, Michael Jordan. He's known for how many times a day he practiced hoops. So Michael Jordan's hoop practicing ritual. I don't think that makes it as clear as I'd like it to make it. But Lisa, I hope that was helpful for you. You've got a few different ways to get started there with your headlines. Keep digging deeper, and don't go with your first draft. Here's one of the things to think about is after you write it, go do something else, whether it be another task. If you're working at home, maybe you want to go make another tea or coffee. Maybe go for a short walk and come back to it. It'll look fresh that way. And another idea will come to your mind. That's the best way and the most economical way to use how our mind works, which is if you plant an idea in our mind and you let it simmer for a little bit, it gets a little better and better and better. Thanks, Lisa. I hope this was helpful for you and everybody. But now we've got a question from Leon. Leon wants to know, what are the pitfalls of a launch? What are the pitfalls of a launch? Now, Leon, this is a really tough question to answer because there's a lot of different kinds of launches. I mean, what exactly are you launching? Are you launching a product? Are you launching a course? Are you launching a challenge or a coaching week? So mainly the pitfalls are in poor planning, not having the correct technology set up to take care of everything as the participants pile in. For example, I was recently in a coaching week and they had no idea that so many people would participate and they couldn't turn it off. They had way too many people. And as the end result, the person coordinating the coaching week ended up working twice as long on the first day because all these people had questions and they had not turned off the Q&A period. Out of the goodness of her heart and doing the right thing, she still answered every single question. So know that the technology really needs to be experimented with, pushed to its limits in anticipation of a high volume of participation. That, I would say, would be the biggest pitfall to look for in any launch, whether it's a product, a service, a coaching week. So Leon, I'd like to be more specific than that for you, but I'm not sure what else you need to know. Like, I need to know more about your launch itself. Feel free to write me more, or let me check the comments here. Is there anything in the comments? I don't see anything. Okay. So do get back to me, Leon. I appreciate that. Okay. Now, the next question we have is from Allison. Allison wants to know how to use the keywords in YouTube videos. This is a great question, Allison. On YouTube videos, instead of using the word keywords, they use the word tags. Tags and keywords are the exact same thing. And yes, your tag can be a long-tailed keyword. A long-tailed keyword. This means it's more than just one word. These are complete phrases that people will use to search for your product or your service. Things like plumber near me. You know, Chicago blues, rock and roll music. That's a long phrase, isn't it? And then on the YouTube videos, let me see if I can do a screen share here with you to show you this. I'll get my YouTube video channel here set up and share my screen for you. Here we go. Okay, let's say you have already uploaded your video. It's going to be in your channel content, right? So underneath the channel content, you want to use your pencil to edit the video. And underneath that video, you'll see I've got all my Ask Me Anything videos in here. Scroll down on that first page. See here where in blue letters it says show more? click on the show more and continue to scroll down. As you scroll down, here's the tag section. As you can see, we've been messy and we've not added our tags yet. Not good. You always want to have your tags in there. So this would be something like, ask me anything. It could be your name. It could be the subject matter of what we talked about. It could be your competitor's name. Like I could put Gary Vee in here. Because don't people who look for Gary Vee looking for answers in marketing? That, my friends, is a ninja trick I just taught you. Now, if I'm really smart, I'll build a playlist with Gary Vee's name on it inside my channel. What's that, you say? Aha. So we're going to save this first. Save this here. And we're going to go back to channel content. Over here on the left-hand column, you've got playlists. Always assign your videos to a playlist. And the playlist should be a keyword name. The name of the playlist should be a keyword name. So over here in blue letters, new playlist, I'm going to click there. I'm going to add the title, and we're just going to come up with, no, I said I was going to make a Gary Vee, didn't I? There we go. I can call my playlist title, and it can be public. I'm going to create that. So now I have a playlist with his name on it. Where did it go? All right, I've got marketing, ads. There it is, Gary Vee. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I will search YouTube for Gary Vee's videos. Now, right now, the search box is defaulting to across my channel. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to click on the YouTube. And I'm going to get back to the general YouTube page where I can search out Gary Vee. Okay. Now, there's plenty of excitement here under Gary Vee's name, right? Here we go. The secret to killing, how can you turn it? It's about investing and ranting and NFTs. Okay. Now we've got a marketing one here. 46,000 views 5 days ago. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on these 3 vertical dots, and I'm going to save it to the playlist. It's going to ask me which playlist. Gary Vee's playlist. And there it is, just like that. So now if I go back to my YouTube studio, and in that left-hand column, remember the menu where the playlists were? I'm going to go back to that menu item, playlists. And there it is, Gary Vee. First video on that playlist. I'll keep adding a Gary Vee video in there once a week. I'd like to watch it, the whole thing first. That, of course, is more powerful than just adding it in there, of course. But to give you an idea, this was a great question. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We really went down a little bit of a rabbit's hole there, didn't we? But YouTube's a lot of fun. You can do some fun things with it. Definitely include it in your marketing toolbox. When you are marketing, do feel comfortable using the channels that you like working on the most. Don't feel like you have to work on all of them. Now, I use my YouTube channel, as you can see, to post my Ask Me Anything recordings. So like today's, we posted up there either later on today or no later than tomorrow morning, of course. And we'll get the tags on it, I promise. What would you use your YouTube channel for? Do maybe you have some Facebook Lives or some LinkedIn Lives you could post on YouTube? Give it a little bit more reach, get a little more bang for your effort there. Different ways to multi-purpose one marketing effort. I actually have these Ask Me Anything videos transcribed, and then I use portions of the transcription for social media posts, LinkedIn posts, emails. definitely repurpose your material. Doing things once can give you a lot of material. Okay, moving on. Now, as always, I promise you a gift. My gift for you today is going to start tomorrow. So be quick to sign up for this. Let me make sure I have it ready to go here for you. There is a fabulous 3-day joint venture alliance. It's going to start tomorrow. It's actually 4 days. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So for this particular, shenanigans. These links always avoid me, don't they? You think I have them ready to go before I even start. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a back door here. You know, if I've learned anything about working online on the web, I have learned there's always a back door to get something done. Now, the back door for me is to grab the link where I gave it to somebody else yesterday so I can give it to you today. There's always a back door. Okay, I'm putting that in the chat here. Now, if you're listening live online on Facebook, what I'm going to do well, I really do not have a good voice, do I? I will add that in the comments for you after the show. So it is called the Strategic Alliance Summit. And it's tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What I like about it, I attended this in January, is you have a general meeting and you're educated about a concept. Maybe it's about swapping lead magnets. Maybe it's about actually creating, seeing who's in the room and creating an ideal service out of the people in the room that could be sold to the public. So you have, and then you go into a breakout room and someone takes the leadership role. And from there, you start talking about what you have to offer. And I'm telling you, the lead magnet swaps, I'm still doing those from January. It's been wonderful to meet all these high quality individuals, solopreneurs, people that run companies, people with big ideas, people that work with corporations with $25 million to $100 million in revenue. Jump in, start where you're at, see where you want to go. This will give you some great ideas on what is possible. That's why I want you to go. It is free, 4 days, go as much as you can, drink up as much juicy information as you can, forge bonds with some creative, strong individuals that you feel a mutual bond with, that you feel mutually comfortable with, that there's something they have that you know your audience wants, and you're able to offer their audience what you have. That's a great exchange. And when you do it from your heart, out of cooperation, then it becomes magic, because that's what grows your business. Collaboration, joint ventures, working with other people. It does grow your business. So I highly encourage you, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Strategic Alliance Summit. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, grab your free ticket, and I'll see you there. I'm Dr. Theresa. They call me Dr. Theresa because some years ago, I decided a bachelor's degree in occupational therapy wasn't enough. I had to have the doctoral degree. And then after 24 years, I decided I wanted to do just the marketing part. That's what led me here to you today. After the past 9 years, I've studied everything from video production to SEO, social media, ranking pages on the first page of Google, and yes, paid traffic. I am a media buyer for Facebook ads. Feel free to contact me for my services. Happy to talk to you about that. Have a blessed day, everybody. I'll see you in the Strategic Alliance Summit tomorrow.